The finale is finally upon us and Ruby is faced with her most important choice of her life. Will she stay Ruby Rose or will she finally put down her burden and become someone else? This finale has a lot to unpack, with tying up Neo and the cat, John's fate, getting back to Remnant, and most importantly, Ruby's character arc. I have a lot of expectations for this last episode because I believe it's been a very solid volume. With that being said though, there's still one aspect that can't be overlooked with RWBY's finales, and it's just as important as the episode itself: the end credit scene. It has to be Vacuole. I'm sorry, but that ending shot of Winter charging against that horde of Grimm just needs to be included. I'll take that, or us cutting to our war-torn Remnant in which the battle with Salem has already gone into full effect. Although I really doubt that they'll do a big time skip like that. But yeah, it has to be a big one. Now back to the finale, my list of priorities that I want to see in no particular order. Number 1, a full fight. Not a half fight, not our characters standing around and talking. I want a full fight without cutting away from it. I don't want to hear the fight, I want to fully see the sight with my own eyeballs. Number 2, I want Summer Rose. Some type of interaction with her and RWBY needs to happen. I don't care if it's the maker posing as Summer, but this entire volume has been building up the dynamic between RWBY and her mother. I really doubt that payoff was us getting Summer reading the fairy tale to RWBY and Yang. No, give me more. Now with RWBY, she's the main character. At most she'll get an outfit change, but I'm not expecting anything too major to happen to her. Now John, oh boy, I really do like older John. I really do. So I'm hoping that they won't kill him off. But they just can't give this man a break. Man had to go through a traumatic experience, got sent back in time, his friends thought he was crazy, and now he gets thrown off of a ledge. Just please, if you're going to kill off John, which I hope you don't, stop torturing this man. Finally, we have to see what's on the other side of that portal. I'm curious as to where we'll be dropped off at, whether it's Vacuole or just some random place in Remnant. In all honesty, they'll probably say that the tree knows best and will drop us off like across the street from Vacuole. At least, hopefully they won't be dropped off in a sandstorm, because really, how else is Team RWBY going to get to Vacuole? Now going back to Neo, I will die on this hill, but Neo needs to stay a villain. I don't want her to team up with our heroes and fight Salem or Cinder. Keep her as this third party who's just a criminal. She doesn't deserve redemption, especially after how far she pushed RWBY. She literally tortured RWBY until she broke. No, and I really wouldn't expect our cast to really be okay with keeping Neo close to them. I maybe could have seen a team up before Volume 9 happened, where she really changed in the Ever After and decided to go after Cinder, and you know, not torture RWBY. Now, with the cat, I honestly just don't care. If the cat turns out to be the relic of choice, then that would definitely be a surprise, but I would have a lot of questions. I think this cat is just here to serve as the villain of this volume when it really doesn't need to, but it's been made clear that it can't go back to Remnant. So it's either going to be forced out of Neo, somehow be killed, or it gets ascended. Who knows at this point? And in all honesty, I'm really glad that we got this volume. I know a lot of people really don't like it and consider it filler, but to each their own. Overall, this volume has been pretty good and it's in my top 3. But depending on how it ends, I could see it taking my second or even top spot. Now, some people might think that we're going to be in the Ever After for another volume, but with how the pacing has been going, with it being pretty fast and us uncovering the mystery of the tree, we're definitely leaving, which is actually unfortunate because there's still so much to explore here. I'd say that we could get a spin-off or a book series, but I really do like to keep all RWBY media within the show. The main show at that. Now the RWBY anthology series are really good, as well as the RWBY mangas, so there are exceptions, but please, let's stick to the main show here, especially because we may not even see volume 10 for another year or 2, depending on if RT got enough support or not. So this finale really does have to hold us over. At the very least, I'm excited about the finale, and it's been a very fun and painful volume.